Hey guys, DJ Lifestyle here, back with another video. This one's on developments that are taking place on the Ripple ledger. CBDC Innovate 2023 has helped to promote the building of limitless applications for CBDCs over the 1,200 developers from around the world entered to participate in the CBDC Innovate 2023, pitching their unique and novel ideas to improve offline access and financial inclusion, climate change, and many more use cases to a panel of CBD and fintech leaders. Right, they say they go on to say it was difficult, but they found 6 of them, and universal panoramic climate insurance utilizing CBDCs, Amando Ogig Pay, power access to financial through power of access through financial inclusion DeFi on the XRP ledger, plan for financial ledger application network, Exto Pay, Ripple Mobile. That's a video I want to play to you, showing you how they do Ripple Mobile. I found a video for this one. How they do payments offline using both smartphone and the analog phones, if you will. iBoss offline payments. Diaspora Bank, Daniola has created a unique Dropbox dollar box platform. Whisper Cash is an offline payment solution for CBDCs, and Chain AI secure CBDC and Chain AI secure CBDC data analytic platform built for safer issuance of and monitoring of CBDCs. Ripple Fusion, I've got a video for that one, and I found a video for this one. Spend the bits, the Peer Hive. There's so much things going on in the XP ledger. Many people are asleep at the wheel on this one. They go on to so much they gave them. I'm not going to go through all of that, but what I will do is play you the videos where they the Minty and a couple more. Okay.
Components to Minty. Hi, I'm Joel. I'll provide a quick overview of Minty. Minty is a real estate transaction platform enabled by the XRP ledger. There are 3 components to Minty. 1, a property record database that's equivalent of a title database. 2, a transaction platform that enables listing, bidding, offering of properties. 3, a loan function where buyers can secure loans from commercial banks. The target users for Minty are real estate buyers, sellers, and commercial banks. With Minty, we're exploring a new concept for tokenization of real-world assets. It accommodates the needs for all parties to have something tangible to work with. We envision a property record database to be on a separate ledger from the XRP ledger. We use NFTs on the XRPL to facilitate the transaction process and trigger the updates to be made on the property record database. Next, my colleague Mark will provide a brief demo.
Hey guys, this is Mark. I just wanted to do a quick rundown of how the Minty demo works. So you're basically creating 2 different accounts on the test using the testnet faucets. One is going to be for the seller and one is going to be for the buyer. When you interact as the seller, you need to mint some property NFTs. As the buyer, you will need to mint a document NFT, and this is used by the loan officers, which you must have 2 out of 3 of them approve for your loan. Once the loan is approved, you're able to submit a bid. In this demo, we actually submitted 50 XRP over the asking price. And then if you go over to the seller admin, you can accept the bid. And behind the scenes, the NFTs are being transferred and the conditional NFT is burned.
There you go. That's a use case for the XRP ledger being shown right there, guys. I mean, things are happening on this ledger. I've got a few more to play you, a couple more I think. If I can get out of
payments and blockchain experience with companies such as Remitly Japan, Tempo, RIA, and other fintechs. We help money service businesses, MSBs, and other fintechs leverage Ripple with a guided 3-step low-risk approach. Step 1, using our BP Pay software, a one-click system to accept CBDCs as payment mechanism instead of cards. There is no need for the MSB to replace their system. We are just adding a new payment method. Using CBDCs with Ripple reduces chargebacks. It's less expensive, faster, and improves treasury efficiencies. Step 2 allows both inbound and outbound CBDCs, cash in and cash out via existing channels, and leverages RippleNet standards. Step 3 allows the MSB to fully leverage the Ripple ecosystem by issuing and leveraging loyalty tokens. We've already enabled MSBs to tap into Ripple, and with our Remit One partnership, we can allow dozens of others to get started with one click. Our platform also includes connectivity into providers like Grey Systems, White Wings, and Zapier. Funding from this grant will allow BPV to complete our full integration into Ripple for CBDCs, which will support the World Bank's mandate to reduce the cost of remittances. The future's looking bright. BPV, helping fintechs leverage Ripple technologies.
Moving on, here's a document I found, and it has a video as well. I will play you the video, but it's about, and I'll go back on it. They're about benchmark related resources selected in Asia Pacific markets, Asia International Bond Markets data, ICME product information. I will put a link in the description. You guys can go and have a look at your will. But I want to play you the video that they have here. The Common Domain Model (CDM) is a standardized machine readable and machine executable data process model for how financial products are traded and managed across transactional lifestyles. The CDM is based on cross-border industry collaboration between ICMA, ISDA, and ISLA, and facilitates trade processing of repo securities, lending, bond, and derivative transactions. So I'm going to play you the video. Hold on.
Repo is a large and vital component of financial markets, moving cash and securities around the system to where they are needed. At the moment, firms trading repo use different systems and processes to manage their repo transactions. This means that when firms exchange information about a repo transaction, there are often inconsistencies that have to be fixed manually, which is inefficient and costly. A standardized approach both unlocks the potential for operational efficiencies and lays the foundation for embracing innovative technologies. Enter the Common Domain Model, or CDM, which provides a standardized, machine-readable and machine-executable representation for financial products. Using this cross-industry model and building on work undertaken by ISDA for derivatives and ISLA for securities lending, ICMA is working to extend the CDM to repos and bonds. By defining what a repo is and capturing the details of the trade and counterparty information in a standardized way, the CDM for repos and bonds can create greater internal efficiencies for firms' various processes and IT applications, make it easier for market infrastructures to work with their clients and for information to flow between market infrastructures, enhance consistency of regulatory transaction and trade reporting, and lay a common foundation for enabling new technologies. The model represents life cycle events unambiguously and helps detect errors or information gaps through its validation rules. With the CDM, a company will be using an industry standard approach to represent the trade in internal IT systems, when exchanging information with other market participants and for regulatory reporting, while understanding the exact trade state within the trade lifecycle and the next steps required, all in one consistent format. Definitions within the CDM for repo and bonds are aligned with the Global Master Repurchase Agreement and the European Repo and Collateral Council's Guide to Best Practice in the European Repo Market. ICMA CDM for repos and bonds, laying the foundation for future efficiencies, interoperability, and innovation.
It's happening, guys. I will leave a link in the description.
Repo is a large and
Ripple Mobile is designed to improve CBDC and Ripple accessibility in low-tech markets without internet access. Today I'll go over the different features of Ripple Mobile. Registration. Users can register their numbers with Ripple Mobile by dialing the USSD extension. This works regardless of the phone they use and without internet access. Users are presented with a USSD menu, and once they respond with option 1, they are requested to select a secure 4-digit PIN. Once they put in their 4-digit PIN, the account creation process begins, and once completed, they will receive a welcome SMS with more details of next steps. Check balance. Once a user has been registered, they can dial the USSD extension and will be presented with a menu of different options to choose from. After selecting option 1 for account balance, they are requested to input their PIN for verification. After a few moments, they will receive an SMS detailing their account balance. Get account info. Registered users can dial the USSD extension to receive a USSD menu of options. Once Get Account Info is selected, they will input their 4-digit PIN for verification. Once verified, they will retrieve a USSD message displaying their wallet address, balance, and other info. Get transaction history. And registered users can dial the USSD extension and retrieve a menu of options to choose from. Once Get Transaction History is selected, they will be requested to input their 4-digit PIN for verification. Once verified, they will retrieve an SMS detailing a summary of their transaction history so far. Send XRP. When a user wants to send XRP to another user, they go through the familiar process of dialing the extension. They then select Send XRP from the menu and are requested to input the recipient's mobile number. Then they are requested to put in the amount of XRP they would like to send, and they verify this transaction with a 4-digit PIN. After they have completed that, they will receive an SMS confirming their transaction has been successful or not, and the recipient will also receive an SMS that they have received money in their wallet. That concludes our Ripple Mobile demo. Thank you for taking the time, and we hope you enjoyed it.
Commissioner, Mr. President, I rise again, I'm afraid, to make the same old hoary speech that I've been making here for several years, and that is, it is my opinion that you do not really understand the concept of banking. All the banks are broke. Bank Santander, Deutsche Bank, Royal Bank of Scotland, they're all broke. And why are they broke? It isn't an act of God. It isn't some sort of tsunami. They're broke because we have a system called fractional reserve banking, which means that banks can lend money that they don't actually have. It's a criminal scandal, and it's been going on for too long. To add to that problem, you have moral hazard, a very significant moral hazard from the political sphere. And most of the problem starts in politics and central banks, which are part of the same political system. We have counterfeiting, sometimes called quantitative easing, but counterfeiting by any other name. The artificial printing of money, which if any ordinary person did, they'd go to prison for a very long time. And yet governments and central banks do it all the time. Central banks repress the amount of interest that rates are, so we don't have the real cost of money. And yet we blame the real retail banks for manipulating LIBOR. The sheer effrontery of this is quite astonishing. It's central banks that manipulate interest rates, Commissioner. And plus, underneath all this, we talk loosely, in a rather cavalier fashion, do we not, about deposit guarantees. So when banks go broke through their own incompetence and chicanery, the taxpayer picks up the tab. It's theft from the taxpayer. And until we start sending bankers, and I include central bankers and politicians, to prison for this outrage, it will continue.